Alright, hi everybody. Brand new year 2019, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about IFR clearances. Sometimes we'll get an initial departure instruction that might have us going to a waypoint, and today I'm talking specifically about VORs. They'll have you fly to a VOR on a specific radial. What I'm going to show you today is how to use ForeFlight and your GTN navigator to make that just a little bit simpler. We're over here at the simulator finally. This is my rig. I know I owe you guys a little bit of a tour. The nature, the type of clearance that I'm talking about. So it might go something like this. So Sky Blazer 123 Alpha Bravo cleared to the Charlotte Airport as filed. Climb and maintain 2,000, expect 3,000 10 minutes after departure. Intercept the 260 radial, then direct Richmond RIC, that's a VOR, and then as filed. So what I want to show today is how would you set that up in ForeFlight? How would you get on that radial? How do you set up the GTN750, that thing right there? So let's head over to the iPad lab.
Let's see how we can set this thing up. So I'm going to flight plan. We're going to start off at Chesterfield, which is KFCI. Fly not direct to Richmond, but let's just put that in for right now. So RIC. Victor 157, which is south of the VOR, and then let's say that we're going to go down to the Lawrenceville VOR. So that's what this course looks like, and it's not really exactly what we wanted. So we can see here that, but it's not the 260 radio, I can tell you that, out of Richmond. And I'm going to say this, RIC / the radial 260. And then I'm going to take a guess here. The next field is how far out, what DME do you want away from the VOR to intercept? And I'm just going to say, take a guess and say 10 miles. There you go. So that is having us fly a course. Presumably we'll depart from runway 33 out of Chesterfield. We'll make a right-hand turn to intercept this course going up to the 260 radial that leads into Richmond. So let's head on over to the simulator, see what we can do about setting this up on the GTN750. So let me run through this really quickly and show you how to set up the GTN750, similar to the way we set up the ForeFlight. Here to flight plan. There's nothing in there right now, so I'm going to add a waypoint, which is going to be the Richmond VOR. Ask me to confirm, and then I'll add the Lawrenceville VOR like we talked about earlier in the briefing, and we'll go back to the map. So if we look at the map here, same problem exists as we had on the on ForeFlight. So it's taking us directly to the Richmond VOR as opposed to having us fly the 260 radio. So how do we fix that? So if I hit direct, it pulls up the Richmond VOR. It knows that that's the next waypoint on our flight plan. And what I want to do is I want to hit the course 2 button. And remember, we're on the 260 radial. That's what ATC wanted us to fly. So we have to invert that because our heading is going to be the reciprocal of 260, which is 080. Enter. Activate. Now you can see it draws a course line on the 260 radial inbound to the Richmond VOR, and we're good as gold. Now the one last thing to do is we're going to go ahead and dial in the frequency for Richmond VOR, and we'll have the backup, the conventional VOR as a backup. So we've got 3 modes of navigation that we've got. We've got ForeFlight, we've got the GTN750 with the radial plugged in properly. We can track that via GPS. And if all else fails, we have our VOR dialed up, and you all know how to dial in the radial on an HSI. That's not that big of a deal. So I hope you enjoyed this short video. I hope you learned a few things. I certainly do have a good time putting these together. Subscribe below and fly safe. See ya.